Good morning and welcome back. It may not be morning where you are. It's morning here. It's almost 8 o'clock. My kiddos are still asleep, so I'm trying to be as quiet as I can. But I'm going to start breakfast for them, and we're just going to get started on our day. This is still summer for us. I am slowly getting back into the prep of preparing for homeschool in this next year coming up, but still trying to savor our summer days. So today is technically our Fun Friday, and we try to do more fun, less schoolwork type stuff. We are doing summer school, but well, you'll see. Let's see what we can do today. So this morning I did get up and I went ahead and put on some clothes that I can work out in. I usually work out after lunch, so I'll feed the kiddos and then I'll go work out, and then we'll come back up, the kids will have a snack, and then I'll have my lunch. But today I woke up just not wanting to work out at all, and I didn't want to give myself any excuse to skip it. So I went ahead and put on my workout clothes for the day because I'm sure one of my kids will ask if we're going to go down. We have workout equipment in the basement, and we'll ask if we can go down there because they typically play and run around while I do the workout. So I put it on in hopes that it would motivate me to not skip the workout today. But for now, we're going to make some breakfast. We're going to make some donuts out of these. I'm saving the aquafaba, which is just the juice that the canned chickpeas are in, because they're a good egg replacement when you're baking and things like that. So I like to save it. If we're not going to use it right away, I'll go ahead and put it in ice cube trays and put it in the freezer. The recipe calls for sugar, but I'm going to substitute for honey. I also hear my kids starting to stir, so I'm going to get the oven preheated to 350, and then I'm going to get this going, and it should get considerably louder in just a few moments here. I always spill flour, always. Another pro tip: appliances work better when you plug them in. Now the original recipe says to use a blender to mix it all together, and I'm sure that would be great if you were like going to double or triple the batter too. But our blender needs some new blades, I think, because it doesn't chop as finely or blend as finely as a food processor. So that's why I went ahead and used the food processor, but use whatever you have. Okay, I had a request. I was going to start pouring them into the pans, and then my youngest requested chocolate donuts instead. So we're going to experiment and add some cocoa powder to the mix and a little bit more honey just to make sure it's sweetened, because the cocoa powder on its own could make it taste a little bitter. So we're going to pour that in, blend it up, and hopefully it works. The donuts are done. We're going to sit down and have our donuts and do our Bible study together. I'm going to finish my coffee. How is it? Good. Okay, so we just wrapped up Bible study and breakfast, and we are down, and I'm going to get my workout in because I really don't want to do it today. I'm feeling tired, and yeah. Anyways, I'm going to try to get it in just to get it over with. The kiddos are already playing. We have some of their balance bikes down here, and those balls that you sit and bounce on. And so and we have a small trampoline. And so that's what they do while I am trying to work out. I'll show you what I'm going to do today. This is what I'm going to attempt to do today. As you can see, it's not very much weight, but that's because I'm just starting back up again, and I'm just going to work my way there. Okay, we finished. The kids got to get some wiggles out while I went to do a workout. I'm glad that I did it. You are never not glad you worked out. You can fight everything and not have the motivation, but once you get down there and get it done, at the end, you're always happier than that you got it done. So what I had planned on doing was making myself breakfast now and just making some kind of egg scramble so I could have some protein. But honestly, I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to dirty the dishes because I washed the dishes from breakfast this morning already. So I'm just going to have a protein bar. And my kids are upstairs playing Legos. It is only 10:30, so I'm going to take advantage of them playing very nicely and jump in and rinse off in the shower, and then we'll see what we do from there. After the shower, the kids decided to play foosball on the table. And the kids are having another snack while watching Mommy's YouTube video. And then the kids taught me how to play Jumanji, so we did that for a little while upstairs.
One, two, three, Jumanji!
Okay, it is about 12 o'clock now, and I'm going to get started making lunch for my kiddos. I didn't realize that we have a Zoom call, a meeting for, we're looking into homeschool groups to see if there's any we can join so we can start building community where we are. And they have like a meet and greet. Thankfully, it is online, so I don't have to pack everybody up and get someplace. So I'm going to make them lunch, and hopefully they can sit down to eat lunch while I hop on that meeting. So for lunch, I'm just making quesadillas and smoothies, and then they'll probably have a snack after that too, like about 3 o'clock-ish. Good stuff?
Tastes like ice cream somehow.
Okay, eat up. The online meeting went really well. It was kind of an introduction to a community, a homeschooling community in the area. There's seems to be lots of activities to be had, so we will see how that works out for us sometime in the future. My kids are playing, or they're not playing anymore. They're watching TV. They decided to go ahead and start screen time a little early today, and frankly, I'm okay with that. I went ahead and had lunch. They've had a snack. They just grabbed something. We have a snack box in our pantry, and they picked out a bar. I think everybody had like a Z bar again. And now, since they're doing their screen time, typically we wait to do screen time until later on Friday afternoons. Since they're having screen time and they're kind of enjoying themselves and just quiet, and well, not quiet, but watching it, I'm going to go ahead and film a plan with me, and I'll show you my setup. So this is my very fancy non-tripod setup for when I do the plan with me. So I actually just rest the camera here. I'm using the camera right now, but I'll show you with my phone. I just kind of set the camera up here, and then that way it can film what's going on down below. I trade off with whatever I have nearby for something heavy. This is just an old piece of wood. I think it actually fell off our play table. And then this is just a long ruler. This, of course, is just an empty box for my KitchenAid. I showed you that I made some greens. My greens have matcha in it also, so it's a little bit of energy because I feel myself kind of fading fast here, getting tired. But I'm going to go ahead and film this, and then, yeah. You ever have those days where you're like, I just can't want to do anything? It's probably not the best day to film a plan with me. Day in the life. Just wrapped up the plan with me video, and fairly quickly, I think. I won't know until I can get in there and edit it. I typically do voiceovers on that because my kids are in the next room watching TV whenever I get to do the plan with me videos. The matcha tea is not kicking in. I'm still really tired. I'm about halfway through with it. It is like 3:30 right now. This is when we would first be turning on the television, but since they got an early start on it, I'm gonna see if I can put a pause in it and we can I'm gonna see if it's too hot outside to go out there for a little bit, get some vitamin D, and just hang out for a little bit and see if I can spruce myself up enough. They're just so happy watching these weird shows. Anyways, see if I can get myself a little boost so that I can prep dinner and get that on the table for the family. I talked 2 out of 3 kids in coming outside. I'm gonna try to catch up on the chapters I need to read for this. For my son and I, we are trying to read this together, my oldest son and I. And I have not even got through the first chapter yet, but not because it's a bad read, because I just haven't sat down and made time to do this. So really, this is what I should be doing at night instead of being on my phone. Letting my littles kind of just run in the sprinkler for a little bit. We haven't been watering. So I kind of feel like this makes up for it. They can both water and play at the same time. And then we came in and did a puzzle until my husband came home. I did throw dinner in the Instant Pot, and we just relaxed for the rest of the evening. That was our Fun Friday summer. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending the day with us. Please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more videos.